Is it nearly 1? It's 1 o'clock?
No, not quite.
I really don't want to miss this. That's why it's called The World at 1, because it starts at 1 o'clock.
Well, it's not 1, is it?
What time do you make it?
I make it 1 minute to.
I make it 2 minutes past
Well, you
now.
see, you're fast.
I know I'm fast,
Yes.
but that's because I don't want to be late for things. You got your watch set from the fucking atomic clock in Geneva. Consequently, here's a false logic. You're now going to be late because your watch is so
Now you're
brilliantly
wasting
on
time. Now you are wasting time. Excuse me, could you twiddle your knob? Could we have The World at 1, please?
Oh, you've got such a common touch. It's marvellous. Hello, I wonder, could you possibly...
Yes, I heard what you said.
Is he the normal guy?
It's not the usual guy, is it? No, we really are going to miss it now. I think I spent all that time bickering. We would have been listening to it by now, but now we really are going to miss it. Just lean over and retune it. What? Just lean over and retune it. Can you lean for me? Could you?
Just see what it's on.
It's off.
The World at 1. This is
Oh,
Nick Clark with
thank
30
you.
minutes
very much.
Thank you very much. It's got to be sexy and eye-catching, but it doesn't need any new money.
People hate urban foxes, right? So if we say, I don't know, say we eliminate them, we round them up, we take them to a big central
Fox.
Fox. What are they like? Bins? I don't
Cremation
know. Big
centre.
thing.
It doesn't sound very, substantial.
School discipline.
I don't entirely hate that.
See, but if you mention schools, education is just they're going to hate it. They're just going to come right down.
That's
There's
right.
no way
It's
you
got to be strictly social affairs. What about? No, that's terrible.
Poems. By heart, learning.
Or chess in the parks.
Yeah. Free tutus, camembert for all.
Oh, look. We've got a text from Terry.
Oh, what's she got?
Good luck.
Bollocks.
No, we haven't got any more copies of the speech.
Because there isn't a loop to cut you out of, Michael. That's not what we were.
The point is that what he didn't say is what we were actually trying to announce. It was more of a negative
But then what
announcement.
happened was that a disgruntled civil servant, and trust me on this, I can't tell you who it is right now, but they are on the edge of the fucking abyss, right?
There is a snooper force. It has been approved by the Prime Minister and the Treasury. Everything else is just a series of small administrative fuck-ups.
They put out a line that we were going to pull the story because the policy was only something, guess what, put up, yeah, you got it, put out by a disgruntled civil servant, yeah. No, there's only one disgruntled civil servant. There is the disgruntled civil servant and the one that he made up.
The disgruntled civil servant, B, the one that does exist, right, had invented a disgruntled civil servant, A, for some strange, as I said, psychotic reason of his own, in order to stick a dagger in the side of the department, because he or she, as I said, we were not saying, is upset because the ladies' toilet is on a different floor to the one that she works on, unless it's a man, of course. You're just obfuscating it, and it's not a very long word, Jeffrey. You're muddling it up.
Yeah,
and it's
there are
actually quite
aspects of policy you don't actually have to. Well, you don't have to actually state them necessarily because they're obvious. Saying, for example, that we're not at war with America. Yeah, well, it's obvious that we're not at war in America. Yeah. Because it's our policy.
No, he's going to be let go. He's going to be fired. Yes. No, of course, the real disgruntled civil servant. No, that's right. Well, the made-up disgruntled civil servant couldn't invent a real disgruntled civil servant. That would just be silly.
Got a couple of things for you. There's the local press reviews here and Malcolm's Zeitgeist tape.
Thank you very much. I just got a text from Malcolm. He's just thought up loads more ideas for pouring shit all over,
Really? Who?
Yeah. Who's he pouring shit on?
Hewitt!
Oh, Hewitt. Sorry. What is the Hewitt thing? What actually is it? Because everybody keeps saying Hewitt, and whenever they say Hewitt, there's all this kind of laughing and smiling. And,
Right, OK.
Was it?
Hewitt.
Yes.
He was,
You're going to have to give me...
with Kelly Grogan.
Right. No. Who's Kelly Grogan?
Kelly Grogan, she's the health correspondent at the BBC, but more importantly, until about 3 months ago,
wide. Oh, wide. Oh, God, that's huge. That is huge.
That is huge.
I'm going to be concentrating on how your man Abbott can't do a single thing without focus groups.
Why don't you take your teacup full of sperm and get out of my life?
Hello?
It's Malcolm. Have I woken you?
Yeah.
Good. That fucker Hewitt's doing a focus group piece laying into Abbott. I want you to fucking sit on it, smother it, bury it. I don't want anyone to read it.
Well, how the fuck am I meant to do
Just
that?
bury it.
What, face down?
Bury it.
Hewitt,
Hi, it's Malcolm. What time is it? Where you are?
2:45.
Oh, well, that's the same here.
Right, so you haven't left the country then. That's great.
We've given Angela Heaney the focus group story. Everything, including the actress. So I'm afraid your great big scoop is fucked. Have a pleasant night anyway. Hey.
What actress?
So could you read me that last paragraph?
The overuse of focus groups is a sign of an embarrassingly weak department that has run out of ideas.
No mention of Mary?
No.
Nowhere?
No.
And in our damage limitation piece?
Oh, absolutely everywhere. There's even her spotlight photograph and her full CV. You're right, Terry, she was in Midsummer Murders.
Told you.
So it's not so much damage limitation, more sort of giving damage free rein.
There's a cartoon of you here in the editorial section. You're talking to an actress. You're dressed as a bishop for some reason, and it's not very good, actually. They've had to put your name on the cassock. It doesn't look like you at all, actually.
Can you get me a coffee, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Get with it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
never use that word, with it.
No.
Never use that phrase, with it. Be today, get there.
No, I am today now.
You're on the case.
I'm happy. Am I happening? Is that all right? I'm happening.
You are happening only in an ironic sense, okay?
You've got to be quite careful with. It's probably best avoided.
On the ball, but not setting the
Yeah.
pace.
I've got my hopes pinned on retro.
Retro.
Yeah, but you've got to look like you're being retro rather than old-fashioned. That's a fine line.
Yeah.
Yes.
Being retro is old-fashioned. It's not retro yet. It'll take about 2 years, then retro will be
Yeah.
retro.
I think retro is coming back.
Hi, Hugh.
Then what's new?
Oh, absolutely nothing.
This is so stupid. I should be running a government department, instead of which I'm standing in front of Tucker's monitor trying to guess his password.
I've tried trap, fuck, cunt, piss, hurricane and piss.
Are you getting hassled?
There's scum outside my house.
There's phone calls into my mother, who hasn't even spoken since the stroke, and the son is calling me the estate double agent.
Can't we call in any favours? I mean,
Tim Boyd.
The crossword guy.
he works on a paper.
Nothing doing.
Was shit-flavoured.
There's got to be a resignation. Surely it's just better if, maybe I should go.
No, it's decent of you, but I'll go.
Not being decent, it's just practical.
If I went, you'd get moved up, wouldn't you? You'd get my job.
Necessarily. Well,
It'd be
it's
much
not
better,
an issue.
actually, if you did go.
What if I was bluffing? What if I'm bluffing?
Bluffing
In fact,
about
what if
what?
you're bluffing? What if you're double bluffing and you're saying you
bollocks,
should
I'm
go?
not bluffing.
Just
If
to make-
anyone's bluffing here, it's you. You're the bluffiest of the two of us.
Bluffier.
What?
Bluffier. Grammatically, it's bluffier. There's two, so it's bluffy, bluffier.